Have you ever wondered why someone would marry a person they don't truly love? It sounds unusual, maybe even a little unsettling, because we're taught that marriage is built on love, on connection, on emotional depth. But the truth is, that's not always how it works. In reality, many people step into marriage without ever truly being in love, and the reasons behind it are deeply psychological. Some people marry for security, some for approval, and others because they feel like time is slipping away. It's not always about the person they choose, but about what that choice gives them. A sense of stability, a way to escape loneliness, or a way to meet expectations placed on them. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons: social pressure. In many societies, marriage isn't just a personal choice, it's an expectation. There's a timeline people believe you should follow, a certain age, where questions begin. Why aren't you married yet? Don't wait too long. What will people think? And over time, those voices grow louder than your own. So instead of waiting for love, some people choose what feels acceptable, not what feels right. Then there's the fear of loneliness. Loneliness is powerful. It can make silence feel heavy, and empty spaces feel overwhelming. The human brain actually processes loneliness in a similar way to physical pain, so for some, marriage becomes an escape, not from a bad situation, but from being alone. They choose presence over genuine connection. Another important factor is something psychologists call attachment styles. The way we experience love in childhood shapes how we connect as adults. If someone grows up without consistent emotional support, they may struggle to recognize healthy love later in life. If they experience instability, they may be drawn to relationships that feel familiar, even if they're not fulfilling. So instead of choosing love, they choose what feels known. And sometimes what feels known isn't what's healthy. Now here's something many people don't talk about. Not everyone believes love is essential for marriage. For some, marriage is a practical decision. They focus on stability, shared values, financial security, and long-term compatibility. To them, love feels unpredictable, but stability feels safe. So instead of chasing emotion, they choose certainty. There are also those who struggle with low self-worth. Deep down, they don't believe they deserve real love. So when someone comes into their life, even without a strong emotional connection, they accept it, because in their mind, this might be the best they can get, and that belief quietly shapes their decisions. Then comes the difference between idealism and reality. We grow up hearing about soulmates, perfect relationships, and lifelong passion, but real life is different. People are imperfect, relationships take work, and over time, some individuals stop searching for perfect love. They start looking for something that simply works, something that feels good enough. In many situations, marriage becomes less about romance and more about practicality. Factors like money, status, family expectations, and lifestyle begin to play a major role, and slowly, love becomes optional, not essential. But here's an important question. Can love develop after marriage? The answer is yes. Love isn't always immediate. Sometimes it grows through shared experiences, mutual respect, and emotional effort. Two people may begin without love and build it over time, but without effort, that connection may never fully form. At the end of the day, people don't always make decisions based on love. They make decisions based on fear, pressure, past experiences, and sometimes survival. Marriage, for many, is not just emotional, it's psychological. So when someone marries without love, it doesn't always mean they're cold or incapable of feeling. Sometimes it simply means they chose comfort over uncertainty, stability over risk, and familiarity over the unknown. Because in the end, love is powerful, but for many people, it's not the only thing that matters.